we've got the great banks that'll do that. And I mean, we cash out. We don't have any money in it, so we just recycle the money that we've got and keep moving forward.
I was just reading about you and seeing how aggressive you are with your plan to add rental. And I think the common thing is as you add more rental, you become cash poor.
Yep, you can. That is for sure.
So how do you manage that?
We manage that mainly by burning out the properties. We don't cash flow as much as we would if we had $10,000 in the property, but we try to stay out of being cash poor by buying the properties as deep as we can. If I was having to buy them from a wholesaler, I wouldn't be in that situation. That being said, we still buy from wholesalers sometimes. I've got friends here in Oklahoma City that, technically we're competition, but I mean, we don't view ourselves that way. And I've bought deals from them before, if they make sense. But we have some of our own private funds and then also a private lender that we work with that'll enable us to get the properties easily, get them rehabbed, get them rented, refinance with. We have a lot of great local banks here in Oklahoma City, and then get them refinanced on a 15 or 20 year note. And I made notes on that because I knew you were going to ask me a question like this.
Of course.
When I look at ours, I don't just look at our gross margin of between the principal and interest and then rent. That's not the right way to look at it. I know a lot of people, when you hear these crazy numbers, you can kind of look at it and you're like, okay, they're leaving some stuff out. We take out, of course, our principal and interest, tax, insurance, maintenance. We estimate maintenance. We estimate CapEx. We put in for vacancy and then management fees. All the stuff. What
percentage do you put in for vacancy and maintenance?
5% for maintenance, 5% for CapEx, and 5% for vacancy.
Okay.
And then management, we put in 8%.
Okay.
Most of the time, the banks will go ahead and calculate 10 when we're refinancing with them. But since we're doing it in-house, we just go ahead and do 8. And then after all that, we cash flow. One house isn't going to make us rich by any means, but we cash flow between 100 to 200 after all those expenses.
I think that's great because even if you break even, right, you're getting your principal paid down by the tenant. So you're already positive.
Right. And since we're buying them, right, we're able to, and we have banks here that'll lend 75, that some of them I heard are going up to 80, 85%, which we don't leverage near that high because you won't cash flow on most of them. But we've got the great banks that'll do that. And I mean, we cash out, we don't have any money in it. So we just recycle the money that we've got and keep moving forward.